Minecraft servers. They are the epitome of fun memories in modern childhood. Servers are places where you can build, explore, socialize, create peace or war, where one can feel happy, nervous, excited all at once. And this was no exception for me, as I went through multiple servers created by friends. Each had a very special experience, a unique experience. And today, we will be reviewing each one of them in this documentary of friends and adversaries, alliances and betrayals, and that of indifferent peace and heated conflict. These are the chronicles of the JSMP. Let's start off in April 2020. The virus has just begun to heavily affect the world, and being locked in the house gave rise to the prelude of the John servers. This server played out like a feudal manor, a large and glorious castle made by the server owner, as small peasants and factions around the world were fighting for dominance across the blocky lands. Two political parties were rivals, decided to hold an election to decide who controlled all the lands once and for all. Unknowingly, this election was rigged, not with votes, but with dynamite. Let's call this server the Slavic server, as it was made by my good friend who will go by his name of choice, the Polish Slav. Polish, for a short while, was the grand leader of the server. Now his ideals were, how shall I put this, rather communist.
Nah. I was not authoritarian yet. I was communist. I hated that. I despised my communist self. We do not speak of that past. It was just, I thought we were gonna live in this type of community. Not communist, but like something where everyone got their basic needs, but they could get stuff through their own ways or purchasing it. Like how the Amish or some shit do it.
Polish had multiple bases of operation rather than his grand castle. Now some of these were more legal than others, shall we say.
Oh yeah, my crack house and my villagers. As I said,
While Polish was having a fun time in his not-so-legal crack houses, Ponzi 17, or John for short, was creating a new world order based on the virtues of capitalism.
I don't know, because something was going on. We were having an election. Then all of a sudden, John comes out and I believe just says, "Hey, I'm gonna declare a government, different government." I don't know, some weird shit like that. He doesn't declare it directly, but he said, "I'm gonna make a base somewhere else." So I'm like, huh, that's weird. But later on, I noticed, oh yeah, he made a different government with someone called Longo and Roy on their team on the side. Should have stopped that revolution against the government a long time ago. It was like Saba wanted to, rule the country I made. John wanted to make a separate government and cause war, chaos, and war. Really did not know what was going on all the time.
Realizing his menacing plans, Longo had decided to cut ties with John and become a lone state.
Yeah, you came in, I was like, oh, yo, who's this guy? Oh, and then you're like, oh, John's like, oh yeah, he's a friend. I'm like, okay, cool. Then you go to his base. I get pissed. I have no idea what's going on. Then all of a sudden, you join that revolution. I should have known something suspicious was happening, but no. It was too fucking naive. Yeah, but you were there. You witnessed it. You could have said something, but no, you decided to be.
Now Longo isn't insignificant. We'll get back to him later. On the other hand, Roy and John were planning something devious and destructive to conquer the server once and for all. The election took place next to a towering mountain, behind a jungle clearing. A cleared piece, a large stage, overlooking the spectators of the grand event. All seemed to be going well, and the Polish party had won the election. That was until a distinctive hiss was heard, and then all hell broke loose.
Oh yeah, I was doing some trolling on a hill. I was just using a bow and trying to snipe the person trying to run President Groovy. But then, all of a sudden, I hear an explosion. And then battling. Then I see people killing each other, bro. It was like under the stage, the explosion. All that dynamite shit. Kill Saba and some others. And it caused chaos.
The stage was rigged to the brim with TNT by another server member, a guy by the name of Anthony, who sacrificed himself to blow it up all underneath the stage. This assassination of Polish was completely unsuccessful, and a large-scale battle began. Eventually, Polish's minuscule army of just 3 was conquered and defeated, leading to the destruction of his home castle.
They blew it up. I worked hard on that shit. They renovated some shit, but like, that was my home, bro. That was where I lived. Then they blew it up.
The server ended promptly an hour later, as Polish and the other members of the server decided to change the host. The new creator of this server was John, and he was determined to create the best server ever. This was his rise to ambition and power. In this new server, he was alone and weak. And the same could be said about Longo, who was just starting to expand his relations with everyone on the server. Polish, left defeated by the last server, joined John in an attempt to revive one of the strongest powers the world has ever seen. Finally, Roy and his good friend Fidget started to form an alliance. This new server will be called the World War Server. We'll get to it later. For now, we have finished Chapter 1 of the JSMP Chronicles.